my full name is very long. So
Okay.
I will say it. Now, aquí, here in the United States, is just Maria Alanis Ruiz. My real name is Maria Luisa Alanis Rodriguez de Ruiz.
What were your parents' school expectations in terms of gender?
Well, they were very conservative. The girls, that we're supposed to be married by 18, 20, and the boys mainly, have an education and go to work. It was very hard to convince them that I needed a career, even though my father contradicted himself in a way, saying, yes, I want an education for my daughters, because when they get married and you don't know what will happen, they can get divorced or their husband leave them or die or whatever, they have something to back up, to fall, that way they can get a good job or whatever. But when the time came for us to kind of move on, he would say, oh no, you're not going over there.
Can you describe the level of education attained of your parents and siblings?
Well, my parents, my mother, she went to the 4th grade only, and my father the 6th grade. And at the end of the summer term, he asked me if I can be ready to get the GED exams. And I said, I don't think so. I said, what is it? What is a GED? So he gave me an explanation what the GED was all about, how many tests. You can do 2.5 in one day, you can do 2.5 in the other day. Now they offer the GED in Spanish. Before it didn't. So everything was in English. And I said to him, I don't think so. I don't think I'm ready. He says, yes, you are. I said, what I learned here was just the table and the chair and the window and the door, and that's all I know. It says, try it. And if you don't pass, we can, we have plan B for you. I said, okay. So I went. My father, he was kind of, he says, good. She's going to go over there, she's going to take those tests, she's going to flunk, she's coming back home. Okay, that was his thing. So I went to McMinnville High School, and I got they gave me the 2.5 in one day, 2.5 in the other following day, and I just kind of went, Sometimes I said, Pin Marín Dedo Pingüe. It was a multiple choice.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, I knew, I said, and the lady there at the end of the 5 tests, she says, do you want to know your scores? And I said, sure. In my heart, I knew that I did not pass. How can I, So she went inside little room, and then she started measuring getting the grades or the scores. So she came back, and it was a sofa behind me. And she said, you pass. I said, what? Okay, you pass. So, I kind of fell into the sofa. He said, you didn't pass. I said, yes, I did. And his eyes were big. He says, well, it's time for you to go. You have, I will give you 2 choices. You stay here, get married to so-and-so, or you want to go to school, you can go. So I left.
What type of discrimination in school do you recall during your years in Texas and in Oregon?
Well, in Texas, when I was 13 or 14, my father, we used to live in Mexico, and my father used to work in Harlingen, Texas. So I think he got the idea that for me to learn more English during that time, he put me in a school in Texas. And in Texas, they used to seat the kids by rows. The A with all the bright kids, the B with C, D, F. So I was sitting in the F and in the back because I didn't know the language at all. And also, I needed eyeglasses. So in the back, I cannot read what the instructor or the teacher was doing in the blackboard or anything like that. So they told my father that I needed glasses. And my father felt, because in that time, the eyeglasses that was in the 60s, they have little stones, and most of the kids that they were just because it was the style to do it. So my father thought that I was, that I didn't need glasses, that it was just, that I just wanted to wear glasses like the other kids. So he didn't do it. For us as Hispanics or people of color, we always get hired, not just for one position, 2 positions at the same time. And they pay you for one. The faculty, some of the faculty and they used to say, people like you need to start from the bottom. Your accent, we don't understand your accent. You need to go back where you came from. Why you don't go and work in the border towns? Because they, understand your accent. These type of things I used to have. They refer me to a psychologist. That way I can get rid of my accent. Things like that.
What are your dreams and aspirations for Latinos in higher education?
To get their degrees. Don't let that pass. Get your degrees. We need a lot of doctors. We need a lot of lawyers. Well, I think you guys are an inspiration. Especially being able to take this class and be part of these interviews, because there's a lot of good people, in my times, that they need to have their stories told. That way it serves as an inspiration to the younger ones. I think you're doing a great job. They kind of, no. I mean,